What's going on, Canes fans? We are back with another RNG recruit interview. This time we are with 2026 quarterback Noah Grubbs from Lake Mary High School in Florida, who just recently received a Miami offer and who is being trained by one of my good buddies, Balin Trujillo, over at Be True Quarterback Training. Noah, how you doing, man?
How are you?
Good, good. You able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Great, man. Well, I always like to start off with just the kind of, standard question here. What's your current height and weight?
Current height and weight. Right now I'm 6'4", around 215.
Okay. Have you ever had your hands measured?
My hand is around a 10.
That's pretty good for 2026. Pretty damn
Yes,
good.
sir.
How long have you been playing quarterback?
I've been playing football for since I was 5. I've been playing my first year of football. I was the center, and then ever since then, after that year, I've been playing quarterback. So around 7 to 8 years.
Wow, big change there from center to quarterback.
Yes, sir.
So how'd this last season, go for you and your team?
We lost in the top 8. So we lost to Apopka actually, which we played them in regular season also. So it was we had 2 close games against them. Felt like we could have pulled through, but it is what it is. We just have to move on. Focus on next season.
It's the right mentality to have, definitely.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what kind of stats you put up last year?
I had 1,600 throwing yards, and I had I believe 17, 18 touchdowns, but I didn't start the first 2.5 games, and I came in in the second game, I came in for one play because the other quarterback's helmet popped off. My first play was a 68-yard touchdown.
That's
And,
awesome.
and then in the next game, we were losing 7-0 at halftime, and they put me in at halftime. My first play there was a 60-yard pass. He didn't end up scoring, but we ended up winning the game 13-7. And ever since then, that's when I started.
And you've been starting every game since then?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a way to break in your quarterback career there, dude. Seriously, that's pretty impressive.
Yes, sir.
So, who is Lake Mary's biggest rival high school?
Lake Brantley.
Lake Brantley. What was it like last time you guys played them?
Um, we actually lost 22-21, which
Oh,
was
oh,
my it was my first varsity like full start where I started at the beginning of the game, all the ones I came in mid game, whatever. But it was my first game starting as the actual quarterback. We ended up losing 22-21, but so I had to move on and play the rest of our season. It wasn't like very, very big loss to us, but yeah.
now would you say that game was your toughest battle last season?
No, sir.
Who was the toughest battle you guys faced?
Um, Second round playoff against Seminole at Seminole.
I can see why that would be one. Yeah, definitely. That's a loaded team. Are you doing 7-on-7 during the off seasons?
Yes, sir. I'm right now with 24K.
Okay. How's that going for you? What benefits have you found in 7-on-7 that help you when it's time to put pads and helmets back on?
The ability to like read the defenses, like see what they're in from going from one read to another read, and like based off your reads, like who you're throwing it to, knowing who you're throwing it to, and being able to change up from your first read down to your second read, and so forth.
And a little fun question here, and it's something that fans always like to get a kick out of. But how far can you sling the rock, man? About how far can you toss the football?
65 yards.
That's impressive, bro. That is for 2026. That is very impressive. And I see the arm strength on your huddle film, by the way. I got a chance to review that and make a little highlight film from it.
Yes,
Not
sir.
just the power you got, but the accuracy and timing. Yeah, I mean, dude, you are a very advanced 2026 quarterback. There's no doubt about it. And a lot of props to Balin Trujillo for working with you and all that kind of stuff, dude. I love the work Balin does.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Where do you feel, we're talking about, about as far as you can throw, but how far do you throw where you feel like you're in a comfortable range of accuracy still? Is 60 to 65 a comfortable accuracy range for you? Is it more about 50, 55?
It's more of 50 to 55 that I feel like accurate. Yes, sir.
Makes sense. Yep, makes sense. Yep. So kind of curious here, Noah. What gets you most excited on game day?
Just going out there and be able to play the game I love with the people I love playing with, to be honest.
Kind of the brotherhood aspect.
Yes, sir. Everyone on our team has like the chemistry we need, and I have a feeling next year might be the year.
You guys definitely got some good talent. I'll tell you that, man. You've got some amazing wide receivers, especially for yards after the catch. I watched those guys do some amazing stuff.
Yes, sir.
Must be cool to be a quarterback to be able to work with guys who can, really deliver like that at wide receiver for you.
Yes, sir.
So, what have you been focusing on this off season to kind of help take your game to a next level?
This offseason, I've been focused on like my reads, being able to discover like what coverage they're in, being able like to tell if, when they're blitzing or not for our RPOs, being able to feel the blitz, get out if I need to run, get rid of the ball as fast as I can when I know they're blitzing, and things like that to get the ball out of my hand faster when I know like their coverage and I know like how to break it down and my footwork.
Well, you already get the ball out pretty quick, I noticed. So, if you're getting the ball out any quicker, you're going to be giving defenses a lot of problems. That's for sure, bro. A
Yes,
whole lot.
sir.
What traits now, and then this is for Noah Grubbs himself. What traits do you feel make an elite quarterback mentally and physically?
You have to have the confidence to play
Yes,
the
sir.
role as a quarterback for sure. But like, confidence is key as quarterback because like if you don't feel you go out there and beat a team and put the points up that like your team believes you can, then you're not going to. You just have to have the mindset that you can.
Mm-hmm. Is there any physical traits that you feel that can be an advantage for a quarterback? I know that you yourself, you've already got the prototypical size and that kind of stuff. Is that something that you feel that truly helps you as a quarterback, especially at a young age?
Yes, sir. Definitely does.
Now, in practice here, kind of curious, what's your favorite drill?
Um, Favorite drills probably when we go combat and we go one on ones.
Right? Gets a chance to kind of show off a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Don't blame me one bit, bud. And now let's flip it over a 180 here. What's the toughest drill you go through in practice?
Probably RPO period. We run that and like based off the blitzes coming from different spots, and I have to try reading when it's coming, feel when it's coming, when to pull it, when to give it, things like that.
Right on, right on. Now, I want you to think about this here. Describe your game to somebody who has never seen your film. How would you explain your game and what kind of player are you?
I'm a player that think like the game. I try making it as slow as I can. Like I know what I'm doing before, and if it changes, I'm going back to something else that might be open. Um, I'm sitting back there as confident as I could be and making the decisions that I think right. And they're not right, you just have to move forward and go on the sideline, get them right. Next time you go out, make sure you're right up.
Love that mentality. Love it, man. So, leadership at quarterback. Kind of curious about how you portray yourself with leadership. Are you a guy who likes to do it through actions, through words, or kind of a combination of both?
Um, it depends. You have to feel the situation.
Yeah.
Like if there's a situation where I have to use my actions to be a leader, obviously I'm gonna step up and be the leader and then use my actions. But like on a regular day basis, usually I'm a both words and actions leader.
Now, we know that the state of Florida is just absolutely loaded with talent. I mean, it's one of those special states. Not just out of talent, but what do you think makes high school football in Florida so special? It's something I ask every recruit for every state that they're in. What do you feel makes Florida high school football just so special?
There's just so many teams with the good players and a lot of talent. Like especially around me and my high school, like we have like Apopka, Seminole, Evans, like all those people in our district, and that's what makes like Florida ball like the most elite ball there is, because everyone has like there's gonna be every high school that has the talent that you're gonna have to compete. Is no game's just gonna be a gimme game.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. So let's switch it on over here to recruiting, man. How are you enjoying recruiting? I know it's early for you, 2026, but how are you enjoying this process so far?
I'm enjoying it a lot. Like you just have to you can't rush the process. You just have to soak it all in, make sure you're knowing what you're doing, and just like ride with the process and soak it all in. Yes, sir.
And you know me, I'm a big Miami guy. And by the way, Noah, congratulations on getting that offer from Miami.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Great job. How's that relationship with the Miami staff with you? How do you feel about this staff? And do you feel this staff is moving the team forward in the right direction?
Yes, sir. I feel like Coach Cristobal is moving the team forward for sure. I haven't got a chance to sit down, talk to him or anything, or like I met him one time, but which is when I was at Miami with my 24K team.
Mhm.
But like I said, like I met Coach Dawson for the first time like the other day,
Yeah.
and I'm just hoping to get up there in the summer sometime soon, sit down with some of the coaches and see what the bond feels like over there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Noah, it sounds like you really, really impressed Dawson from everything I've heard.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So, Miami showing love, of course. They made you that offer. What other schools have been showing you love?
Um, there's a lot. I have Virginia Tech,
Mhm.
UNC, Wake Forest, LSU, Auburn, UNC, Texas A&M, UCF for sure. Um,
Wow.
there's Alabama a little. Uh,
Alabama's getting involved now, huh? Wow. I didn't know that Alabama had reached out to you.
sir, they did. There's also Duke, FSU, and Penn State and things like that. Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Dude, for 2026 quarterback, that's a pretty damn impressive list right there.
Yeah,
Congrats, man.
LSU, Alabama, and Notre Dame too. They hit me up with their camp schedules and stuff.
Wow. Dude, congrats, Noah. That's very impressive.
Yes,
Seriously.
sir. Thank you.
So when it comes time, you're 2026 and you got some time to think about it, but what are some of the factors in your mind that are really important to you when you're looking at a college? Relationship with coaches, development, what are you looking for in the college that you want to attend in the future?
I'm looking for the relationship with coaches and like
Mhm.
not just like what they are like on the field and like about football, but like how they are in real life, like off the field and what they are as a human and things like that.
So before I get completely past recruiting in Miami Hurricanes, I got three words for you. I want to know what they mean to you. Miami Hurricanes football. What do those three words mean to Noah Grubbs?
I mean, I like Miami's a national championship team for sure. So I just want to go there and see how the coaches are, see what the bond is, see around the facilities, see around like tour it, meet all the coaches like I said, maybe meet some players, things like that, and just see how it is, see if it feels like anything there.
Right on, man. Right on. And that's smart. That's smart to definitely go there and experience everything you can, before you make that decision.
Yes, sir.
So, who are some of your favorite players? It can be college, it can be NFL, but who are some of the players you look up to and try to maybe add a little bit of their game to your game?
I look up to like Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, um, like Justin Herbert, like people like that.
Guys with a lot of traits that you have, the strong arm traits, right?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Makes a lot of sense, man. Makes a lot of sense. So, what are the goals for next season? Like you guys said, you fell a little short of the goals you ultimately wanted, but what's the team goals for next season for Lake Mary?
My goal, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure we're all on the same page as a team, is to bring home the first state championship to Lake Mary.
Okay, and that would be the first in the high school history, huh?
Yes, sir.
Man, that would be a hell of a feat. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
Is there any statistical milestones that you kind of want to hit next year, or is it just about more just putting out just good performance week after week after week, getting wins?
Um, right now, I'm thinking about like my passing yards over around like 2,800 to 3,000.
That's a good goal. Good goal, definitely. Any idea on what kind of amount of touchdowns you want to toss?
I've not looked into that yet, but hopefully around like high 30s, low 40s.
Yeah, and that's fair, dude. That it's something that you don't need to obsess over anything, especially right now. So it's a good answer, dude. Just to be able to kind of just get an idea of what you're thinking about there. Do you feel comfortable? I mean, and I've seen it in your film now, but do you feel comfortable throwing the ball from multiple arm angles and release points?
Yes, sir, for sure.
How is that? Is that something you work on with Balin?
Um, yeah, we work on a lot of off-platform throws, so like back pedal, side arms, and things like that. Yes, sir, with Balin.
Okay, cool. So, and this is another one here where you're 2026 and you've got some time, but I'm talking about high school legacy. When Noah Grubbs takes his last snap at quarterback at Lake Mary High School, what do you want your high school legacy to be known as? What kind of player do you want to be remembered as?
I want to be remembered as a leader, and like I said, the guy that brought home the first state championship to Lake Mary High School.
Perfect, man. Perfect. This is the part here I like to give recruits a chance to shout out coaches, trainers, family, anybody who's been helping you develop on and off the field. Feel free to show them some love. Give them a shout out.
I'll shout out my mom and dad for making like everything happen, and like this summer they've getting a bunch of like camp schedules ready, and a big shout out to Balin for sure. Like I wouldn't be like mostly anything without him. Like all the drills he puts me through, everything he pushes me to do on and off the field with disguising defenses, things like that. And lastly, I would like to thank God for sure. I would be nothing where I am today without him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I got two more questions for you here, Nolan. I'll get you on out of here, man. Go ahead and plug our fans here with your social media accounts. Where can they find you on social media?
My Instagram is all lowercase, no grubs 13. And my Twitter is capital N Noah, capital G Grubbs, and then capital Q, capital B.
All right. All right. And this is the last question I got for you here, Noah. And this is a question I ask every single recruit, every single guest that I actually bring on the show. Why do you love football? What makes you want to go out there and compete at the highest level on a weekly basis?
Because you have to have like it's a teamwork game. It can't just be you.
Mhm.
And I think everyone needs to know that in life. Everyone needs to have that trait in life to where you have to like work with someone else to execute what you actually want.
You really do seem to really love and understand this whole brotherhood aspect of the sport. And I think that's very, very valuable, especially for a quarterback.
Yes, sir.
Well, Noah, man, I just want to thank you for giving us this time, giving me this time today, giving Canes fans this time to get to know you a little bit better, especially after getting that offer. I've had quite a few DMs coming in. Hey, man, what can you tell me about Noah Grubbs? What can you tell me about Noah? And I was saying, go ahead, guys, just wait. We're going to be doing an interview here soon. So I'm glad we got the chance to do this. Once again, thank you again, Noah, and congrats again on getting that Miami offer.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I will definitely stay in touch as things go on. I'd like to have you back on in the future, update your recruitment, your development, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll definitely
Yes,
stay in
sir. Yes, sir.
Well, no, you have a good rest of your Mother's Day, and tell your mom I said Happy Mother's Day and all that stuff, and to any other women in your family, Happy Mother's Day as well, and have a fantastic Sunday. And thank you again for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, guys, that was 2026 quarterback Noah Grubbs from Lake Mary High School in Florida. This was a special quarterback. He's got the physical traits, he's got the mental traits. keep an eye out for him. And of course, like we talked about, planning on having him back on here in the future so we can update his recruitment, his development. The sky's the limit with a guy like Noah, in my opinion. Honestly, it truly is. Cane fans, thank you for joining us for this episode of RNG Recruit Interviews. Once again, this was with 2026 quarterback Noah Grubbs from Lake Mary High School in Florida. And as always, it's all about the U. Go Canes.